Hey, it's Punky J. What's going on, guys? I just wanted to share a story with you all. This is a story about my friend Derek. I knew Derek for a long time, since middle school, and he was a good dude, but sometimes people make wrong choices, and really, though, I blame myself too for what happened, and so I want to tell this story as a way of me showing you guys that I'm not perfect either, because I know I speak a lot of hate on my channel, but the truth of the matter is, Punky J is not perfect, and I just want to make that known that I've made fucking mistakes in my life, and I'm definitely not perfect. But yeah, Derek, this motherfucker, he last year showed up at my house fucking high on meth, asking for a damn ride to a friend's house, this motherfucker. And he would not leave my house, man. We had to end up calling the cops on him, which I didn't want to have to do, but this guy was scaring us. He had a gun in his fucking backpack. I don't know what he was going to do with that, but I think he just wanted me to go on some drug raid with him. But yeah, Derek, let me just talk about this guy. I was friends with him in middle school. He was like 2 grades below me. We chill sometimes. He lived not too far from my house, just like on another block. We just bullshit around. He was a skater, I was a skater. We'd bullshit. We both kind of sucked at skateboarding. But I feel like I could have been a better friend to him, maybe that's just guilt speaking, but I really do. I was the kind of guy that, like, I'd hang out with everybody, but I really wanted a friend that was like good at skateboarding, someone that could help me, but someone that also, was just I don't know, man, like someone that was cool to be around, like someone that I don't know, man. What am I trying to say? I mean, look, I'll be real. I was pretty good at skating. Like, I wasn't terrible, but I was better than other kids. I wasn't the best, but I had a pretty good ground game. I could ollie super high. It's because I was like twice as light as I am now. I weigh 210 now, but back then I weighed like 140. You could just jump, and I'd jump like 10 feet. It was great. I miss those days. But I just I was wrong to think that you shouldn't, just because you're better than other people about stuff, you shouldn't think that they're not worth hanging out with. And I remember feeling that way with other people too. I had another friend named Trey, and he was this funny ass fucking redneck kid. Oh my god. Just this funny fucking kid, but like I just didn't have that much in common with him, and I don't know. I just felt like, I hate to say this, but I felt like he was kind of dumb, so I stopped hanging out with him, and I feel like shit for that too. But it is what it is. When you're a kid, you do dumb things, I guess. But yeah, Derek, he ended up getting hooked on meth. Stupid bullshit like that, and that was his own choice. He chose to get hooked on meth. There's no excuse for that. I don't feel guilty about that, because that was his own personal choice. But again, I do feel guilty for not being a better friend to him. And that motherfucking like 5 squad cars showed up to my house. I swear to God, it was surreal, man. We had to like talk to these cops and tell them what happened, and it was just so embarrassing to tell them that was my fucking friend that we just arrested, that we had arrested. That was so goddamn humiliating. I mean, I felt like a piece of shit, but at the same time, this motherfucker was scaring us, and he wouldn't leave my house. So it is what it is. I heard the guy got 6 years, man. I heard he got 6 years in prison. Although that could be changed, sometimes they'll change it around, but again, the guy fucked up and he had a record. That wasn't my fault, but I do feel bad for the guy, because he doesn't deserve 6 years in prison. Although, honestly, man, for people like that, I do think a little bit of prison time might do them so good. Not only to get sober, but, maybe just to have someone talk to them and tell them, what they're doing is wrong, to try to speak some sense into them. Because I remember Derek, I even warned him. I remember distinctly when I was a kid, I warned him about smoking pot, but he didn't listen to me, and he smoked pot, and look what he did. Now he boosted himself up to something even bigger. So I do remember trying to warn him about that. I mean, really, I don't have a huge issue with weed anymore, although I do think it can be abused. And I do think that a lot of these stoners, man, that abuse it are just a bunch of losers that just do nothing with their life. But, anything can be bad, especially when you take it out in moderation. And I'm sure Derek probably smoked a lot of meth. He was telling me too about how a lot of the skaters, this place I went to school at called Kingwood, they started doing meth because they wouldn't get sponsors, some shit like that. I mean, that's really sad that someone would choose to ruin their life just because of a goal that they can't, get, just because they can't get a sponsor. I just think that's really sad. And, if there's a will, there's a way. You can't give up in life, guys. That's my main emphasis, too, in this video, is that you should never get to the point to where you feel like it's okay to do, terrible shit like meth. Meth is one of the worst drugs out there, guys. It's terrible. And believe it or not, even I have a taste of that, but not from meth itself, but from ADHD medications. Some of you guys may not know this, but in over-the-counter, doctor prescribed drugs, like Adderall, Ritalin, that stuff, it's a methamphetamine. It's basically the same thing as meth. And I remember motherfucking being in school, twitching like a crackhead at 12 years old. That shit is no good, man. I remember that stuff. So I got a little bit of a taste of it. I never got addicted to it. I never abused it. But I know just what shit it is. And I fucking hate the pharmaceutical industry because to me they're all just drug dealers in lab coats. They're disgusting human filth that make profit, off of this garbage that people die from every day, man. People die from pharmaceutical drugs every goddamn day. Look at these commercials where they're warning you all this long list of side effects. Guys, you need to wake the hell up and see what's going on in the world. It's really sad. It's so sad how Americans just want a pill. They think they just need the easy way out. And unfortunately, Derek thought that drugs would be an easy way out, but it ended up costing him real big. So guys, my advice to all of you is if you're planning or, if you're doing drugs, do your best just to stay off them. You don't need drugs to be happy, Never give up your goals. It's never too late to obtain your goals. There is always hope for everyone out there. You just can't give in to this bullshit, and unfortunately, man, I really don't know Derek's future. I don't know what's gonna happen to that guy. And a lot of people in his shoes, living his kind of life, dude, they end up in the grave, man. They end up 6 feet under because that meth and all that other shit will end up killing you, man. But yeah, just guys, learn from his mistake. That's why I'm making this video too, is just learn from the mistakes that so many people make. Don't give in to drugs. If you're contemplating suicide, don't do that either, man, because like I was saying, you never know what could happen tomorrow. Things could completely reverse themselves. You could have a great life, you could get that skateboard sponsorship or whatever it is you're looking for. It's never too late, guys. So anyways, this is Punky J. Thanks for watching my video. I like making these motivational videos. I hope that it helps at least one of you. I mean, if it helps at least one of you guys, then I feel like I'm doing something, because really, besides these videos, I don't do a whole fucking lot. I mean, I just bullshit. I play video games, fucking I don't know, man, just fucking play with my prairie dog drama. I don't do a whole lot. So making these videos does mean something to me. But anyways, guys, this is Punky J. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.